Hello everyone. It is time for my review of Poison Study because I finished it today. I literally had like 10 pages left this morning and I was just like, no, I need to finish it because a lot of stuff went down for the last like 10 to 20 pages. So let's just get into this now because we have a lot to discuss in a very short amount of time. Alright, just because of everything that happened with this, I will do a very, very quick non-spoiler part and then the rest of it will be spoils because I just need to talk about everything that happened in this book. Everything. So first of all, I listened to the audiobook of this, but I also read it like at the same time, like listened to it at night, read it in the day, you know, that kind of stuff. And I didn't fly through it like my friend Tori said I would, but that was also because I was just really busy and stuff, so you know, you can't really blame the book itself for that. It was more like me and my schedule and my life and all that stuff. But I very much enjoyed this book. There was a lot of action, a lot more than I thought that was going to be. It completely took a different turn than I thought it was going to be, which is amazing because I love when books do that because it's like you never know what to expect or anything. And honestly, it was a really good book overall. I haven't given it a rating on Goodreads yet, but I'll probably give it a 5 or 4 out of 5 stars. Really good. Highly recommend. I'm about to start the second one really soon, Magic Study, but Poison Study by Maria V. Schneider. It's a trilogy, and if you have not picked it up yet, I suggest you go do it. For those of you who don't even know what it's about this girl named Elena, and she is put up for execution for murder, and when she's about to be executed, she's offered two choices. Either go through with the execution and die, or become the general's poison taste tester. So she could die either way, but one of them is like you die immediately, and then the second one kind of gives you a chance to live. So naturally she'll choose the chance to live, and basically that's all I'm going to say about it because that right there just like makes me want to read it, which I did, and now I'm very happy that I did. So yeah, that's all I can say about it without spoiling anything. So, for those of you who don't want to be spoiled, leave now or forever hold your peace, because we're about to get into some stuff. Okay, so, this ending, though, not liking it. It's very Throne of Glass-ish. Right? I think, yeah. For those of you who haven't read the Throne of Glass series, I'm gonna hold this book like in both hands, and when I'm done holding it in both hands, I'll like you'll understand when. Okay, so what I mean is when, you know, Celaena like leaves, and she leaves the guy that she's supposed to be in love with, and she's gone and stuff like that. That's kind of what I feel is happening at the end of this book, and I'm not liking it. But we'll just have to see how the second book comes out. So alright guys, thank you, non-Throne of Glass people. The ending though, when she leaves, it's like, but you're supposed to be together. Like, it almost seemed like this could have been a book alone, but of course I haven't read anything else with the other two books yet, so I wouldn't really know that kind of stuff. But this book was amazing. Like I said, I didn't fly through it the way I thought I would, but even with everything that was going on, I still found myself wanting to read the book, even with me being in a sort of book slump after reading The Infernal Devices, because let me tell you, those books, that put me in a really bad reading slump. Like, I did not want to pick this up whatsoever. And then finally, when I was actually getting into it, I was just like, okay, I just need to read this. And I did, and it was amazing. But, you know, I knew that she should have never trusted that stupid Rand person. I knew it from the get-go. I was like, this guy is not trustworthy. I'm not liking him. And then what does he do? He betrays her. He betrays her. He betrays the entire, like, like, I don't know what it's called. They're not in a castle. I mean, they're kind of in a castle. He betrays, like, you know, them, like, all the people who he's supposed to be with, and it's just, like, all because of the gambling thing. Like, what kind of guy is this? I don't understand. Although, I will say that I was kind of sad when he died, but it was kind of, like, karma in a way. So it was like, you did it to yourself. But he was trying to save her in the end, so I guess, you know, he may have had some sort of feeling. But, I mean, I was always shipping Valak and Yelena, like, yeah, I was always shipping them. So yeah, I am a Yalek. Yalek sounds really bad. I'm a Valena. These are terrible names. I'm for them, which is great, because obviously there's no love triangle here. I mean, if there was, the one corner died, so, sorry for those of you who are, like, fans of Ran. But anyway, I really loved the character development throughout this, because Yelena at first was just like, I don't know, I couldn't figure her out at first, and then she got stronger, and she started training, and she got all this, and it was really cool, and I liked it. There is one thing that does confuse me, and it's the way that Maria V. Schneider uses the magic throughout this. Like, it's not spells or anything. It's almost like you can enhance your magic with other people bonded to you or something like that. Like, I'm still trying to figure that out, and I'm sure we will understand more in Magic Study, because Poison Study was obviously about the whole poison taste tester, and Magic Study, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be about magic. Yeah. Yeah, that there was still that kind of confusion. Another thing that I was kind of not understanding was, or not that I didn't understand it, it was more like I felt like it lacked. I felt like the poison tasting section of it lacked. Like, I honestly thought that it would be about someone trying to kill the German, someone trying to kill the general, and so she would be poisoned, you know, like, I felt like that would kind of happen at some point. Like, there was, like, maybe a few emphasis on it in the beginning where she was, like, being trained for the poison taste testing and everything, but after that, it was more about, like, this, magic she's trying to hide, this guy Rand who's like a cook, and they're trying to figure out what these beans are, and like the general's like acting weird, and there's a rebellion, and blah 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 blah. Like, it was kind of lacking in the whole poison tester department, in my opinion, but it was still really good. The action scenes were really good. I was very surprised, because this is a new author. I've never read Maria V. Schneider's works, and her action scenes are really awesome. They are actually better than other books that are, like, really famous. Like, I'm not going to name any because I can't really think of any right now, but I've definitely read stuff where the action scenes that are written are like it's hard to picture, but these are really easy to picture, and I was just like, damn, this has got to be a movie. So basically what I'm saying right now is that this needs to be a movie, and it needs to, like, be one so I can go see it and then judge it like I do for every book to movie adaptation out there. I could really feel, like, what Yelena was feeling, I guess. Like, it was, I wouldn't say she's the most relatable character because of everything that's going on, especially with, like, the whole rape situation. I personally have never been through that kind of stuff, so I could understand, like, that. Like, I could feel empathetic, but not empathetic. I could feel sympathetic, but not empathetic, if you get what I'm saying. I think that's the right way to say it. But it was still really, like, understandable why she'd freak out so much and all that kind of stuff. And there was never really a time when I was like, oh my god, you're so stupid. Why don't you see what's happening? Like, I don't think there was ever a time of that. If there was, I probably forgot it, because I'm literally just trying to do this book review as short as possible. But yeah, I, all in all, liked this book. It was wonderful. I'm glad that I have all 3 of them and I can just continue with this one because I'm very interested to see what happens with this whole spiel. Like one there's just one thing that I'm still like about, and that is how is Yelena supposed to ever come back if she's now like this known magical being and stuff, and like it's kind of against the rules to like, you know, like I don't get that. How is she supposed to come back? I feel like she's never gonna come back because it's kind of against the law. But I'm sure there are ways, you know, and I just don't want it to be another Throne of Glass thing where things happen and it makes me very upset. So that's all I'm worried about. But hopefully it won't happen, and hopefully we don't have like a stupid love octagon like Throne of Glass, because in conclusion, I really liked this book and I highly suggest you read it if you haven't read it already, even though I kind of just spoiled some stuff. So anyway guys, that was my book review for Poison Study. Thank you guys so much for watching. Me and Tori decided to read this together this month and we both read it already, so we did it! We read it for the month! Yay! Claps all around. I'm off to go read Magic Study now. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching and I will see you next time. Bye!